Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Thank you guys for joining me today. I'm really excited to see what the runes have to say for this week ahead. But I do want to talk about two very important events that are happening this week, astrologically speaking. We have the full moon in Virgo coming up on Friday, if I'm not mistaken, which will be March 18th. And we also have the vernal equinox for those in the northern hemisphere this Sunday on March 20th. So, the reason why these two events are really important. There's been a lot of energy recently that I've been feeling, especially with the transition of the sun into Pisces, and then now we're heading towards Aries season soon, which is going to be really fun. But there's been a lot of emotions coming up. A lot of emotional energy has been bubbling in our relationships, in our connections with others, in our own thoughts, in the ways that we relate to ourselves. There's been so much of this emotional undertow that I've been feeling. I know for myself, I've been feeling very drawn towards the aspects of my life that need to be changed, that need to align themselves more thoroughly with the vision that I have for myself. There's this feeling of like you wanna shake off your cocoon and break free, right? It is very spring-like energy, but it is also connected to the archetypes of the spectrum between Pisces and Virgo, right? So Pisces is the mystic, a very deeply mystical energy that moves with the flow of time. It's at the end of the tropical zodiac. Then you have Virgo, its opposite, which is this beautiful, mutable energy. Mutable earth meets mutable water. But this energy of mutable earth wants to see divine order in all things. It wants to be the priestess, devote itself to the beauty of the divine mystical energy that it knows exists in the universe around us. So that mutability, that feminine mutability, is about the mystic flow of energy, right? But looking at the full moon in Virgo, we're going to be asked to make some big decisions, to take those small steps, as small as they may seem, towards the grander vision of what we're looking for, to remove any blockages, any individuals, any thoughts, any feelings that may prevent us from fully claiming the life that we want to claim for ourselves. Because that devotion of the high priestess of Virgo is the devotion that we have to have for ourselves. And in order to be devoted truly to ourselves, to something that matters in that way, to have faith in ourselves, is to trust us, to trust our thoughts, to trust our intuition, to trust our gut, right? And it's not always about the practice, right? It's not always about the orthodoxy, about how things should be done, but it oftentimes comes to the true devotion of, I feel that this is right for me, and this is what I need to do. So there's that. Then there's the beauty of the vernal equinox on Sunday, right? So the vernal equinox is going to be really important because this is actually the point in which light and dark are equal to each other, right? Night and day have become equalized. And for those of us in the northern hemisphere, we'll begin to experience more light throughout our day, right? So for those of us here in the north, it is about the lightness, the fruitfulness, the springtime energy. It's time to blossom. So let's see what the runes have to say. Interesting. I honestly felt like I wanted to cry because there's so much, there's this feeling of like wanting to be free, of wanting to really just fully feel your emotions, fully walk forward. It's almost as if, how do I say this? It feels like the blessings that you have asked for in your life are finally about to walk in through the door. And it's been a long time coming. Because it's been a long time coming, there is grief involved. There are tears involved. There's the, not pain, but it's the feeling of release. It's almost as if that feeling of like you've been running for a really long time and you finally get a chance where you make it to your destination. You've made it, you've done it. And it's at that moment that suddenly your body gives out. It's like you're done. You've run, you've gone, you've pushed through all of those emotions, experiences, feelings that you have to sort through, the people you had to let go of, the experiences you had to say no to, or the experiences you had to say yes to, all of these different things that happen, and now you're here. And it's the moment of release that is emotionally fulfilling, but also deeply painful, because it is grief. It is looking back and being proud of yourself, and it's very bittersweet. It's a great thing. It feels, it's a very complex emotion, right? But I love what I'm seeing here for the week ahead, especially going into spring. So for those of you who do frequent the channel, you know that I start here in the center and radiate outwards. For those of you who don't frequent the channel and are new here, thank you for joining. I like to start in the center, radiating outward, because time is a rippling pool, right? It's not as linear as Western concepts, Western philosophy likes to think it. So starting first, we have, I love to see this, we have Ewas. I haven't seen this in a while. Ewas is so fun because its energy is very similar, for those who do tarot, it's very similar to a mixture of the Chariot with the Sun. And I know that's a very interesting energy because it is a lot of motion, it is a lot of movement, but oftentimes Ewas represents right relationships, coming into alignment with oneself. It represents good fortune. It also represents partnerships, connections. It represents people who are in your life that want to help you, right? That's why I think it's the Chariot meets the Sun. It's a very jovial energy that's moving forward, right? And then we have next to it Ing. So again, grounding energy. Ing is the rune of grounding things around you. It's about connecting to your root chakra, connecting to your body. So for many of us, I don't know if you've been feeling this way, but I'm getting this message of connecting and rooting to your body, finally making a space that's safe for you, right? Really deciding that space, that you deserve to take space, right? You deserve to take space for yourself. And now that you're taking this space and creating this boundary that says, no, this is what I need from myself, this is what I see for my life, it's creating these opportunities for right alignment, which I'm really enjoying. So for this, starting today into like, I would say towards the full moon, we have these energies happening. Now, I see two different paths. So I'm just gonna go for that because for some reason it's showing up to me as two different paths. So the first path here, for those of you who really ground in and who are, what I'm hearing is more on a creative path, right? Creative endeavors and things. We have Lagos and we have Gebo. So Lagos is the rune of the lake, right? It is emotional fulfillment, it's creativity, it's flow, it's releasing stagnancy. So for those of you who are very creative, you're going to be seeing a lot of creative energy coming through in the next couple days. I would imagine that you'll be having new ideas, new thoughts, new feelings, that there would be a deeper connection to one's sexuality as well. I'm feeling a deeper, I'm feeling a sense of awareness of your beauty, right? A deeper awareness of your beauty, and that's going to bring you into a deeper alignment with the gifts that are coming for you, the blessings that are being welcomed into your life. And then on the other side, we have Raido and we have Dagas. So Raido is the Chariot in the tarot, right? Raido is about great change, great movement. So for those of you who may actually have just moved into a new space or will be moving into a new space soon, many people or many of you who are watching may be feeling that a move may be necessary, whether it's a physical move, an emotional move, or perhaps a shift in the friendships that you have or a shift in the relationships that you have around you, because there's a lot of clarity that's coming, and Dagas is clarity, it's enlightenment. It's awareness of the people and places around you. It's the light of day that rises, right? Such that you can't stop it rising. So I feel here for both sides, and you can claim which energy feels most right for you, but because I feel these energies are connected, but for some reason I felt to read them as separate. Like some people are going to feel more of the Lagos Gebo energy, especially for the equinox into the coming spring and summer. And then there's this other energy of the Raito and Dagas. So great changes. I see great movement for the Raito and Dagas people. I see becoming more aware and cognizant and having more clarity about the relationships that you have around you, whether it's work relationships, personal relationships, or interpersonal relationships. And then we have the other side, Lagos and Gebo, which is you feeling more creative, feeling very Empress energy, allowing yourself to say, yes, I am beautiful, I am worthy of the gifts that I desire in my life, and then those gifts coming because you've decided that you are worthy of them, because you have said that I want this and I deserve this. All of it is very beautiful. So I see for the week ahead a very uplifting energy, and I do propose, or I do ask, that you guys, for those of you who are interested in doing like ritual work or who are interested in meditation or things like this, that you allow yourself to take some time, especially during this full moon into the equinox or over the weekend, to really set your goals, to really speak out loud, to write in your journal, to dance, to be creative, to maybe do some sexual magic if that's something that you're called to do. But utilize this energy of this full moon into the equinox to stabilize, to ground, to speak forth the truth that you want for what you're seeing in your life, the things you want to see, the changes you want to see in your life, as well as the blessings that you want to receive. So those are the two major energies, the changes you want to see in your life and the blessings that you're willing to receive, right? And connecting both of them such that you are going to speak them into reality, to make these small choices, because again, the full moon in Virgo is about the meticulousness of the day-to-day choices that we make that set ourselves up for greater abundance, right? It's the devotion to self, the devotion to our own heart, the devotion to our inner guidance that leads us forward into greater abundance, wealth, and prosperity. So a very uplifting energy this week. I hope that that reading resonates with you guys. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did like it, please like and subscribe to the channel. It really does help. Helps get the message across, and if you feel like you want to share this message with others, please feel free to do so. Thank you again for taking the time to share this time with me and to share my practice with me. It really means a lot, and I do hope that it brings you great blessings and leaves you in a space that feels much more uplifting, right? So love you guys very much. I'll see you guys next week here on the channel. Bye everyone.